Good morning, my friends. Thank you so much for staying with me and not leaving me for... I haven't put up a video in a while. I didn't get deathly ill. I just got a little sick again with my ulcerative colitis and started running a fever and living in the bathroom, which is what you do. Anybody who has ulcerative colitis knows. But when the fever scares me a little bit, but my son was taking care of me, and I don't think I can even go into much detail about that because he was taking care of me. He came down here and I was laying in that bed, and he went to go get me a ginger ale because I was vomiting too. And anyway, he was going to go get me a ginger ale, so he was standing at the bottom of the bed, and then he turned around and said, his head started shaking, and he's like, "What's happening to my head?" And I was just still laying in the bed thinking he has a panic attack, because he has panic attacks just like me. So I thought, "Oh my God, he's having a severe panic attack," because he was worried about me. But, so I jumped up out the bed to go hug him, to calm him down from a panic attack. But it wasn't a panic attack. His eyes started rolling behind his head, and he totally collapsed while I was hugging him. So I held him up. My son is a lot heavier than me. I weigh 140. I held him up, and I held him for as long as I could while I was screaming for, I don't want to say it because yours will go off, but ALEXA, to dial you know what number, the 3 numbers, and it wouldn't do it. I thought that it would, but it wouldn't. I screamed so much, I kept hoping some of the neighbors would hear me, because my cell phone was up on the bed, at the top of the bed. But so I finally fell with my son, but I wouldn't let his head hit the ground, so he basically fell on me, and it busted my left or right, it's my right foot busted and swollen real bad, and hit his knee, hit it, but he was totally unconscious, and his head was hauled back, his eyes rolled back in his head totally, and he was not breathing at all. So I was screaming to dial, you know what, and it didn't. So I reached my phone with him totally laying across my lap and holding his head up, because his head was just dangling, because he wasn't breathing at all, because I was screaming at him, "Breathe, breathe," but he wasn't. But anyway, I reached my phone and dialed 911, but I didn't remember where I lived. At 70, I'll be 76 in a couple of months. I know where I live, but I couldn't remember the address. I was saying it backwards because I was screaming so much, because I think they said, "911, can you hold?" And I was like, no, my son's not breathing. So they didn't put me on hold, and they said, "Give us your address." And I remember it. So they traced it through my phone number. And she said, "I'm staying on the phone with you until he breathes." So, and right about then, my grandson came in to visit, which was a miracle from God. A miracle that no one visits me, because I live in the woods. And the ambulance couldn't find my house. I heard an ambulance going up and down the street, but we have 2 sides. It's weird. If you miss our house, you have to go down a block, turn around, come back again. So the ambulance finally got here. We had to lock the dog in the bathroom because he was so massively huge for them to bring the stretcher in and out. Right before the ambulance got here, and my grandson helped me lift him, was screaming, "Breathe, breathe," but he didn't hear us. But he finally went and breathed. So I think your prayers for me all the time, and for my other daughter, and now my son, have really kept them both alive, and me probably. I mean, I didn't have an ulcerative colitis attack where I had to go to the hospital this time. Anyway, enough about that. I want to get this Nira. I want you to understand the Nira. Every one of you should be looking just for the Nira, because this thing is wonderful. I mean, I haven't got anything on now but eyeliner, mascara. I used this weird lip liner thing that I've had once before. I'll write the name of it. You get 3 of them for $9 on Amazon. Still haven't become an Amazon associate yet, but my son has hooked me up to be paid for the commercials and all that are running on my screen. And I got a bank account too. But anyway, I want to tell the Nira people thank you so much, because I don't get anybody. Nobody offers. I don't understand why. Have I blocked everybody? I don't get anybody to offer to do anything or give me anything, but these people just gave it to me. didn't say a word. I know I've told you before, but they didn't say you had to do a commercial, a video on it or anything, but I love it to death. And you're supposed to use it twice a day. Somebody's not using it twice a day. Somebody's using it more. And you're not supposed to, but I've been doing it. And I cut out the retini so that you would see just this. And there are 2 creams that they gave me afterwards. So I have not put retini on my face for peeling. And my skin, literally, I have nothing on it now. I have a tiny bit of concealer right in here. And I have mascara on and my eyebrows because they've all turned gray. And that lipstick it makes your lips purple, and then you peel it off or wipe it off. And then I put a Clinique lipstick on over top of that. Other than that, I don't have anything else on. But what I'm trying to say is Nira usually gives this to young, beautiful people to keep them from getting wrinkles. Well, this time they did vice versa and gave it to someone who's 75 years old and is covered with wrinkles. And it has been getting my wrinkles very, 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 very decreased. I mean, it can't do plastic surgery, but it has done similar, believe me. It's been almost like when you go into the hospital and get a facial peel. I think they do a laser. When people pay for lasers and they spray your face and you look like a big ball of blood. It's been doing that, but without the blood and without the torture. It's been making my skin release collagen because it does the epidermis. It goes through the epidermis, which is our lower layer of skin, to the dermis with this. When you turn it on, I use 5 all the way, even if it hurts. And it does hurt a tiny bit if you get into the real heavy wrinkles, like right here. The little one does. The big one might not. But the little one's very strong, this one. So, I just take my time and go all around the really bad parts of my mouth. But as you can see, my eyes, I have a little drop of eyeshadow right here where the black eyeliner is. But my eyes, I've used it around my eyes. I've used it this close. You can see how, I'll show you how close I use it. Without, it's not hurt my eyes, and I wear contacts. It's on 5. This is how you turn it on. It's got a charger right here, and it's got the 5. I got a new well, I didn't get a new telephone, but it's on a new stand. I don't think you can see the green lights. You can just see the charge light probably. But I've got it all the way up to 5, which is the strongest it comes. And I just do this all the time. Now that was a hit. When it goes beep, beep. That was a hit. See, I really go close to my eyes. And you'll notice my eyes will get a little bit red. That was a miss. See, I went, that's a miss. So I watch TV and I go at my entire face because generally people who are just in their 50s and 60s who are starting to get wrinkles use this. But I am already full face wrinkles, 75 years old, and it's working small little miracles. I mean, it's like I got a Botox or something already, and it's not even been 30 days. And I'm not supposed to do a review until 90 days. 90 days. By 90 days, it might, even the jowls are starting to get better. Even my son's like, your skin is clear all through here. It's literally clear. It's like clearing up the, people say their liver spots is what they are. It's clearing them up too. There's still a great big one right there, as you can see. But I'll show you how I go around my face with it. Pin some of my hair up. Just so you know, I don't, because lots of times I put tapes on, and I'll always tell you when I have tapes on, but I don't have any tapes or anything on, so you can see I don't. And I go around my eyes. See how it made my eye a little bit red when it hits? But it's just a little bit red because that's on 5. But if it's getting rid of my wrinkles, like look here, it's not as bad. But and these are my St. Bernard lines, as I call them. I match my dog. And speaking of my dog, these are all hits going down my jowls here. No, that's a miss. That was a hit. Another hit. When you go slow like this, I've been doing my actual lips, really right in here, and the lip lines. And the lip lines are still there, but very faintly. But they're still there. You can still see them if you get up close. But I use lip liner around them a lot. But right here, When you get into the deep ones on the 5, you can feel, oh, that was a miss, because that was so deep I couldn't have it right. But this is less than 30 days. This is what it's done in less than 30 days. And I also go across my jawline. And what's so amazing is, what is so weird is, I told you I've had a lot of trouble with my teeth. I have partial plates and I only have 4 real teeth. Well, naturally one of the 4 real teeth, which is the front 4, right here at the bottom, started aching real bad. And I can't afford to go to the dentist right now because I'm going to need new top and bottom plates. And that's ridiculous to spend that much money on my age. But anyway, I actually kept using this right there by the tooth, and the toothache went away. Which was weird because I was going for Ambisol and everything. And I was saying, oh no, I have a toothache. I can't afford to go to the dentist. My son can't take off work to take me to the dentist. I kept doing this right around the gum, and the toothache went away. So basically a cure for toothache too. I don't know, it's weird. And then I put their lotions on afterwards. And that's all I've been using, and lip cream. And like I say, I've cut out the retini. And this is less than 30 days that it's helped my face so much. And I am already covered with wrinkles. This is generally used in the prevention of wrinkles. Or you're getting small ones, and this will take small ones away. Generally, they don't give it unless they really have a good product, which they must, because this is taking away wrinkles at already less than 30 days. And it's saying a 90 day, all the way up to 90 days is what you're supposed to see results. And I'm seeing results in, I'm going to turn it off. Now it's off, totally, the light went out. I'm seeing results in less than 30 days. And I'm so grateful to those people for this. I mean, they didn't ask for anything. And they've actually sent me things saying that they're praying for me. So it must be a really kind company. And they have a full guarantee, and it does make collagen in your face. And I was going to put on eyeshadow with you today. I've already done the lipstick and face makeup. My son got me this before everything happened to him. This Kosas makeup in number 25. I literally love it. When I get near my wrinkles, I just kind of pat. I'll put that on for you now, and some eyeshadow. I've already put my eyebrows on. I'll put that on for you. I'll just do a little drop. See, my eyes are a little red right around there. And this is a heck of a way to put it on. I'm going to try to avoid the still even slightly wrinkled area, which is nice to say when you're just slightly wrinkled at 75 years old. And I've been going down my neck too with it. But I don't do this part because it tells you not to, because I believe that's your thyroid. And this is the Kosas makeup. I'll list it. I think they sell it on Amazon. No, I don't know. I'll look and see if they do. But I'll link it if they do. But I'm still not affiliated with Amazon yet. But I can as soon as my face is a little red from just going over it a little. That proves it's working. It was the heat. It doesn't stick a needle in your face. It's just heat. It just shoots your face with heat. Down here where I'm really wrinkled, I just pat. I love that Kosas stuff. I really do. Normally I'd use my MAC, but I had set out some other, some kind of, I don't know what this is. Cream eyeshadow. I mean, not eyeshadow, blush. I don't like creams. I don't know what it is. I'm not crazy about creams. I honestly think creams stick in are, oh, that's a lot too. Use that on both sides. That's enough to stretch out to both sides. Maybe a little concealer. Maybe I'll just use that Kosas as concealer. Yeah, well, I'll just use what's on that right here as concealer. I mean, I can't say enough thank you to the Nira people, but I can't say enough thank you to you all. There's not enough. Every one of you have asked God in some time to help me and my family. And it was better than as if I'd received $1 million, the prayers, because I don't feel bad. I'm not worried at all about my ulcerative colitis anymore. I have enough to worry about with my kids, because he still has a lot of tests to go through. And I want to show you next time some tricks on, I don't need to slim my nose because the darn thing's slim enough. It's long. So I'm going to show you some ways to kind of contour a long nose if you have a long nose like mine. But I'm not going anywhere today, but I'll show you. You put a little dark right here, right on the my pointed part of my nose, and then right across here. And then you blend, just a little right there. Just like the sun would touch, but kind of miss this dead center part. But I'll show you with a like a bronzing stick. I had a cream bronzing stick somewhere right in front of me. I've been losing everything lately, so disoriented lately. Well, I'll find it after I do the video, of course. I've never had so much makeup in my life. I have to get another vanity so much. We'll do a little bit of eyeshadow. This is just a cheap ColourPop. I think it was $12 at Target. I wanted to do something that everybody could buy instead of going to pay $79 and all for Natasha Denona. We're just going to go into something light, like right here, the one right here, and possibly mix it with this one. Because I'm older, I need to lighten up this front section because I'm sunk in right here. And if you're heavily lidded right there, we're going to go with something like this color, which I'm going to do on the end. But at the moment, these are both a little shimmery. I'm going to go, and you know, you always see me press heavy-handed, but I'm going to stop that because the light-handed does so much better if you just flick it a little bit. It's so much better. And I'm not going to, we're going to go in with this one underneath my eye. I have that burgundy eyeliner from Estee Lauder under my eye. It was on sale that time for $12. I like that. I'm just going to put a little bit of that there, kind of wing it out. I'm going to use this dark one right here. It's a dark brown. I don't know where I should look. Get a mirror. Oh, mine is shaky hands. Please, I'm so sorry. All my blood work has come back yet. The doctor just hasn't called me to go over it yet. Because he took blood work to see how bad all my arthritis and all is, or whatever it is, is causing me to shake so much. I'm stressed. I didn't have to worry about my son. He's the one that was in a terrible car accident, broke his back in 2 spots, but now, and each one of you have your burdens too, believe me. I include you in your prayers whenever you say something's wrong, because when we get in our 70s and all, our children are grown, and we care more about them than we do ourselves. So we have like nervous breakdown if something happens to them. And you all pray for me for my children. I'm going to pray for anybody that asks for prayer, believe me. I throw you in a prayer every night. So Natalie O'Carroll's just been through a terrible, terrible tragedy. She lost her mother. She's in my prayers. I haven't even spoke to her since she's lost her mother, because I can imagine she's in terrible shape. I mean, she's holding on still, but she's a fighter, but please include her. And Melissa 55, look, she's had cancer. She's still putting up videos, still kind, loving to everyone, returns everyone's, reads every video, still puts a video up for you to help you. And I really believe that the Nira will help you. I really do, because if it helps someone who's already, they were confident enough to give it to someone covered with wrinkles, like I say, and it's starting to get rid of my wrinkles. And so it kind of gives you hope that your face will look a lot better. You know, I mean, we don't have to wear it, because we don't want to wear much makeup at this age anyway. It just cakes on us. I haven't, like this Costas, this is like a serum. So this has been doing really good for my face. It has all kinds of, I believe it has, I can't read it right now, but it has all kinds of good ingredients in it for your face. Well, I just wanted to come on for a few minutes and thank you and I will do a complete makeup tutorial with you or anything you ask next. And if you ask for any prayers for any members of your family, because you all have grown children get sick, and then all we do is worry about them. Because you all have done it for me. You have done nothing but be there for me as true friends. Even though we have not met, you have been true friends. Each and every one of you have been total true friends and literally praying. And I will literally return it and pray for you and ask everyone on my channel to pray for you if you have something really bad that needs prayer. Everybody will pray for you, because what is there better than asking God or any form of Christian to help us? Because we all need help in this world. It's not about all our looks, it's about our family. That's all that's going to stand over us at the end. But we want to look good for ourselves. We have to have some fight left in us. Like I say, before this happened, I was trying to exercise again, and I'd gotten up to 15 minutes on the treadmill. Believe me, I was huffing and puffing the whole way, but I was doing 15 minutes again. There was times I could do an hour on that treadmill when I was young. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, let me get it back again. Oh, okay, the old bones. I do thank the Nira people for my skin improving so much. And I can't wait to show you in 90 days of this, if nobody else in my family gets sick. Because that's going to probably give me a heart attack the next time. I tell you, I'm never going to worry about dying of a heart attack. Never. It's never going to cross my mind again. Something else might get me. But after what I just saw, it's the worst. I watched my father, my mother, my sister. I was a caregiver for my mother. My father, not my sister though, she had a daughter. Whew. I've never seen anything worse than what I just saw happen to my son so unexpectedly. That's when things happen unexpectedly. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your prayers, and I want to thank the Nira company for this wonderful tool that they gave a woman that's covered with wrinkles. And I am living proof that it does start to take away your wrinkles, and it makes you feel better. And my gosh, if it does it at 75, imagine if you're using it in your 50s and 60s or 40s. My children are all want this so bad. I won't give it up. I'm like, Dawn uses it every time she comes here, because she's been coming here a lot to help take care of Daniel. She uses it in the 2 creams afterwards. She set up the hospital night till 4 o'clock in the morning using it still. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry it took so long. And I will be right back with a total makeover video or anything you ask for. Eyeshadows. I found another way of doing a wing up here really good. I was just going to show it to you real quick, but I can't find I had a NYX stick that I was going to use to show you where you wouldn't have to use any eyeshadow at all. I'll show you next time. Love you. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for staying with me. Your beloved friends. Thank you.